Hello and welcome to Whisky Resource. My name's Mark. This is review number 51. This follows on from the Blantons that I've just reviewed. So it is still the 4th of July, Independence Day. And I've been looking forward to this one for a while. So it's sticking with American whiskies. I'm doing the second of the Westland whiskies today. So this one is the Westland Sherrywood. So if you haven't checked out my Westland review for the American Oak, go ahead and check that out. There's a bit of detail in there, so I'm not going to go over the same detail for the Sherrywood because this is the American Oak, but it has been additional aging in sherry casks. So it's mature for 36 months and it has additional maturation in ex-Oloroso hogsheads and butts and ex-Pedro Ximenez hogshead and butts. And then those two maturations in the American Oak and in the Sherrywood is blended together. So bottled at 46% ABV, it gets a value score of 77.02. You're looking at £68.95 for a 700ml bottle. Non-chill filtered, natural colour. 46% ABV. So 77 is a low score compared to the UK prices for whiskies. That is in part because it's quite a high price for the fact it's a 3-year maturation. Okay. But I love the American Oak. It is my top scoring American whiskey to date. But of course it's a single malt. So it's not a bourbon, which is different. So on the nose, what we're looking at, well, you've got the similar kind of traits as you got from the American wood. There's bits of chocolate going on there. There's fruit. There's vanilla. There's caramel. Lemon, I'm thinking as well. Chocolate. There's some dark fruits. There's cherry. There's coffee. And I love coffee in a whiskey. Not like a spoon of coffee. I mean a coffee note. Oh, it's lovely. It's just, the sherry's not massively there in the same way as you would say it was there in a Scotch whiskey that's been sherried, or maybe an Irish whiskey. You can tell there's something fruity about it, but quite what? It's rich. There's some kind of a candy sweet note going on there. It's got lots going on there on the palate. It's sweet. There's fruit syrup. It's syrup texture. Vanilla and the caramel, the butterscotch, raisins, cherries, chocolate, a dark chocolate, cinnamon, mint, banana maybe, coffee. And then it's a bit drying and a bit bitter. Not too much spice on the finish. Now, I think I prefer the American oak to the sherry. But to be honest, the small pour in a rushed review without sitting and letting it breathe and open and relax isn't a fair judgment. Notice I've not put water in. There's a tiny bit of youthfulness going on there. A little bit of unmature alcohol, which just adds a little bit of some diversity, I suppose, to the flavour. It adds something else, which is nice. But it isn't, whilst I prefer the American oak, it isn't bad at all. It's nice. And I'm going to give it the same score. I'm going to give it an 87. And based off the two I've had so far, and the final one will be the peated whiskey, which I've not tried yet, I've not ordered it. But based off just the two, I would say that the triple pack, that if you can pick it up, the 200ml bottles of the 3 varieties that they do, is so, it has to be done. It's that good a whiskey. It's one that you have to try. And I would say that these miniatures don't give it enough. You need more than this to have a proper mouthful, to enjoy it, to let it last in the glass before you start sipping it so it can breathe and open up. So an 87 is definitely for that. It's a nice whiskey. It's a really good American whiskey, and another congratulations to them. They've created something quite amazing. Less bourbon than the American oak, certainly on the nose, but there's that kind of craft funk going on with it, which I'm getting in the Bimber, and I'm also experienced a bit on the Daft Mill I tried, so check them reviews out. There's something about young craft whiskies, and I know Daft Mill isn't young, but it certainly is a craft whiskey. They're glorious, absolutely glorious. Definite buy. It's a winner. There it is.